Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just got back from watching Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now when it comes to the Dragon Ball series, it needs no introduction, as it's one of the most famous Japanese anime series ever made. Written by Akira Toriyama, it tells the adventures of Goku and the race of Saiyans, as it has had several manga and anime series that have been given universal acclaim, from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. And now, this movie takes place after the Tournament of Power arc in Dragon Ball Super and tells the tale of Broly, who is a character that was originally in three non-canon Dragon Ball films, but has now been brought into the canon Dragon Ball universe with this film written by Akira Toriyama himself. So does it work? If you want non-stop action and the fundamentals of Dragon Ball done absolutely right, then this is definitely the film for you. So the movie's story starts with an origin story detailing how Goku, Vegeta, and Broly got to the places where they are in the film, and detailing how Frieza took over the Saiyans and how Broly was instilled in him a mission of revenge by his father. And the rest of the movie is Broly being brought over to Earth and him facing Vegeta and Goku in a massive battle. Yes, the majority of the film is mainly just one big action scene, but I will say the build up to it with the scenes that took place in the past, while I think they could have been fleshed out a tiny bit more, they are definitely very welcome. I love how it explains everything you need to know about how this is taking place. I'm glad that it provides a tangible explanation for why Broly is in this Dragon Ball universe now, and I definitely also enjoyed all the voice acting involved. Whether in the sub or the dub, all the actors do a generally great job at portraying their characters. And that's probably because the characters themselves are being portrayed exactly how you remember them. Goku's still the lovable idiot who loves to fight. Vegeta is still the prideful Saiyan prince. Frieza is still the arrogant villain that we all love to hate. Bulma is still the genius inventor. The list goes on and on and on and on. But easily the best new character is, of course, the one whose name is in the title, Broly. Not only do they give him a really interesting backstory that lets you know why he is the way he is, but I like how they made him animalistic. Like, he's extremely savage. He doesn't understand certain bits of technology. He doesn't understand how certain things in the world work to an extent that's even more severe than Goku was when he started out on Earth. But they not only give an explanation for why he's that way, but they give him a sense of tragedy and a sense of depth while also making him an extremely powerful warrior, making him perfectly suited to the fight scenes and also perfectly suited for emotional investment. There's also two recruits of Frieza that are introduced in this movie. I forgot their names, but they do a pretty good job in their role too. I won't spoil what they do, but I'll just say they aren't just there for comic relief. They are generally good characters that add to the film, and they happen to have a role that I personally didn't have a problem with. Now, let's get to the part that everyone loves about Dragon Ball, the action. The action scene between Broly, Goku, and Vegeta is absolutely amazing. It goes through practically everything that you'd want in an Ultimate Dragon Ball fight. It has tons of quick action, it has a lot of beam struggles, it has Goku, Vegeta, and Broly increasing their power levels, going into multiple forms, from Super Saiyan to Ultra Instinct, to stuff that I don't want to spoil. There's a ton of amazing camera cuts, there's a lot of changes to the art style sometimes. It's just a rush of energy no matter how you look at it. My one criticism with the fights is that some transitional shots are done in CGI, which, while the CG isn't bad per se, it's definitely noticeable. So it does take a little bit out of the immersion when it comes to that. But that only happens a few times, and the rest of the action is so well animated and so intense that you really don't care. Also, some people might have a problem with how the fight ends, But in my opinion, the fight was so amazing beforehand, and it builds up to an ending that I think is very fitting for this kind of story, especially given the characters involved, to the point where I didn't have a problem with how it ended. It sort of made sense given what was going on. So, if you want a Dragon Ball film that cuts out all the stuff that you don't like about the series and leaves in all the stuff you do, Dragon Ball Super Broly is definitely the one for you. And let me tell you, it provides one hell of a Kamehameha near the end. I give Dragon Ball Super Broly an 8 out of 10. See you next time.